Alright, this is a collective reading. Any sign, any place, anybody, any space. This is quite a noisy space that I'm recording in, so there's definitely distractions, is what I'm getting. And when I was kind of sitting down with your energy, I got a few things coming through. The first message that I got was, you know what you want, but you're not sure how to get it. It feels like there's a mental block, or if it's not a mental block, it's like some sort of dissonance between the heart and the mind that's perhaps manifesting some external like mirror for you to be able to see that dissonance and be able to work through it. Right, let's get a card for the general vibe of the reading, please, Spirit. Okay, we're getting more than one card. That's a lot of cards. Can I just get one, please? And then I'll use the 4 cards that came out as like a clarifier. Oh, we're getting 2 cards, okay, Spirit. Strife and Ruin. Strife and Ruin. 5 of Wands and 10 of Swords. So yeah, I was feeling this energy. And then the other 4 cards, there's a feeling, there's the feet, Queen of Swords, Princess of Swords in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. Right, so there's definitely a need to feel, like, I feel for you guys. It's obviously, you've really tried hard at something here, and it's ended up being quite a strange outcome, not the outcome you were expecting, especially because you were putting your love and your attention into this, whatever this thing was, and it's now kind of turned around and presented you the 10 of Swords and the feet, and like Queen of Swords has come out. You've had to protect yourself from this energy that you thought was very, very safe, very secure energy, but yeah, it turns out not to be the case. Princess of Swords in reverse, like, this is something to be the ideas that were in this collective or in this person clashed in a way that was, I'm hearing, quite painful, and caused a lot of sadness and grief. So Tower in reverse, like, it seems like you've already left this situation. But then, yeah, the question comes up, you know what you want, but you're not sure how. And I think this is coming from the fact that you knew what you want before, and you projected that energy out into the universe, and then got this situation that was very, at first it seemed like exactly what you wanted, and then it kind of disintegrated. And I think I'm kind of getting that idea of, people, I don't know if you've heard people say this, but it's rung true for me a few times in my life, where it's like friends that you kind of make instantly, and you instantly seem to have loads in common with, often are the ones that are to be slightly cautious of, rather than the ones that are a slow burn and you slowly start to get to meet. This isn't always the case, and then again also with things like when people, you've known someone for just like a very short amount of time, and they start calling you like sweetie pie, like darling, love. Like, some people, obviously do that because it's a really lovely thing to do, but sometimes that can be a slight warning sign that people are just trying to love bomb you, and it's just to be aware, if someone does that, not to, like, it could be fine. It could, honestly, so many cool people just call everyone love and darling, and I'm all up for that. I wish I could. I'm working towards a place where I can be more free and just feel like I can do that with people as well, because I feel like it makes people's days nicer. But then I've met so many people who use that in the shadow, and they say, all right darling, all right my love, and it's like they they have zero love invested in you. So it's about being able to kind of it's about being able to see the red flags there in that kind of situation. Also, if people come rushing in, they see that you've got really good art or really cool communication skills or what have you, and they're like, oh, I would really love you to do this thing. even it may, and the problem is these things often seem like really, this project or whatever, it's like, yeah, maybe it seems right up your street, but it's about always paying attention to the energy behind the offerer, to pay attention to the energy behind the person. Rest in that tranquility, step back, imagine yourself I don't know, I have to give such a detailed description, but imagine yourself succumbing to this beautiful, peaceful, blue, tranquil energy, and then look at the situation again and see what you see, because it's very likely that if your intuition is saying warning, then just hold your horses, because just think back to all the different times where your intuition has told you warning and you've gone ahead, and then and then you've been like, oh shit, I was right. Oh damn, son, I was right. So yeah, there's a message about that, and I feel like if you are, I feel like this is kind of going back to the question, you know what you want to do but are not sure how to do it. I think the conflict here is the fact that you keep trying and keep getting hurt. So Spirit is asking you to kind of I mean, this sounds a little bit harsh, but go, because it's like none of this is your fault, it feels like, but to go in within yourself and see how what has happened to you over the past few weeks, months, whatever, has been a reflection of your own inner work or lack of inner work or inner demons and stuff like that, and be able to work through, because these other people who keep appearing in your life will be appearing for a specific reason. And I'm thinking this is very much a reading guided with Scorpio energy, or even like Chiron, like wounded healer energy, that sort of energy of someone who's been, I'm hearing someone who feels like their kindness is taken for a weakness, and that they don't stop being kind, but it just keeps happening again and again, and each time it happens, it seems to almost reaffirm this this core belief that has been around since childhood. I'm hearing that people will take advantage and will go out of their way to be nasty when you're kind. And this is as much as this could totally be true, that you've had many times where people have done this. It's like this mentality is drawing in more of the same energy, if you get what I mean. And I'm sure you know this. Like the people that I'm talking to on this channel, I know are very are very tuned into all this kind of thing. But it's good to hear it. It's just good to hear it again, because it actually makes you feel a bit more relaxed. Or that my aim here is to make you feel more relaxed, and just know that this is ultimately a cycle that can be broken. Not by people those sorts of people disappearing, but you being able to catch when that's a situation where that cycle's going to repeat, and catch it quicker and quicker each time. So like maybe a few months ago you have a situation with someone that you spend like a few weeks with, and then you realize, oh dear, this person's like no good for me, and then you meet someone else who embodies this similar vibe, but then you're gone within the day. It's over within a day. So and also not beating yourself up about the fact that you were attracted to these people. Like the reason that you were attracted to this person or these people is very much something to introspect and look into yourself. Why is it that you feel there needs to be this connection in place? Like what is the attraction? Is it emotional? Is it a clingy attraction? Is it a sexual attraction? What is it? Define to yourself, because then it will kind of make a lot more sense why these very strange people are entering into your life, because they're kind of doing your own shadow's work, in the respect that they're showing you parts of your shadow that want to be seen and should be brought out into the open, whether that be repressed love, or repressed throat chakra stuff is another thing I'm hearing, or even just repressed, like feeling like you have to be a certain person or can't say certain things in a certain environment. Like spirit is calling you to go and find your to keep going, and keep looking to find your tribe. And if you're a spiritual person, I feel like your tribe is most likely going to be found in some sort of a spiritual place. It's like that's where the people are going to vibe with you, and it's, I would say, for financial business or for friends, it's all fine to go and look in other cultures, other routes, other interesting areas for these sorts of connections. But it's in some way futile to look for people who are on your wavelength in a sort of an area that is not yours to explore. But the thing is, like, we don't know what's not ours to explore until we try it out. So again, kudos for you for trying this out. Kudos for you. Kudos for you. Kudos to you. So yeah, I've also got let's take a deep breath. I've also got brain fog. Brain fog came out as a part of the collective energy. Changing desires due to judgment. Suffer for your kindness. We touched on that. And I also got kick, push, coast. Like, I was just looking at the skate park over here and like thinking about the kind of the symbology of skateboarding and how we get pushed around and kicked. Well, this is me getting very metaphorical, but we get kicked around, we get pushed around, but eventually that is in order so that we can coast. That is in order that we coast. Yeah. Well, let's start getting into the tarot, because I've been doing a lot of talking here. The cards are very mysterious today. They seem to be flopping about willy-nilly, left, right and centre. So let's get some more energies on what Spirit would advise for collective to, how collective should respond to this quite ruinous, strifious, filled with strife and dense energies. How do we process this Spirit and integrate it into ourselves, or even choose to distance ourselves from it? And what's the advice here, Spirit? Alright, we've got sorrow coming out. I know, failure in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. So yeah, it's like there's perhaps like a collective group sort of ideology or learning way that people have learnt how to socialise or be in this world that is, if we were to go in that same route, it only leads to failure. But it's kind of infuriating because we see so many people around us who seem to be victorious in that particular mindset, in that particular way of going about life. Yet we try it again and again and seem to get told off or like I'm getting that image, going back to, this is something from my own childhood, but that image of like you're a child and you see your friend do something a bit naughty and get away with it, and then you're like, oh, I'll do that as well, and then you get immediately apprehended. It's that kind of energy, and being able to work through that childhood kind of wound that is still repeating and cycling in this current present state of affairs is a hard but very masterful thing to be able to do, and will help you out of this energy of failure, of feeling like things have kind of hit the fan. And wealth comes out, 10 of coins. Like this is the way that we kind of end up getting our sort of spiritual prowess back, and getting out of that brain fog energy that is caused by all these distractions or all these people going about life a certain way. And if we were to find, that's the thing as well, if we were to find the community who also felt this same way about the sort of Hierophant and reverse energy, this collective sort of drive to go a certain direction that we personally, we feel drawn to ourselves, but also know from our own experience that it kind of doesn't work that way for us, there must be others like that. You know, I'm sure other people on this channel are in the same boat if they're watching this reading, but also, you know, outside of that, there must be communities that you would be able to find in your local vicinity in some respect who are more reflective of that. Like, if you were able, I feel like you guys have definitely been in some pretty cool, crazy, weird, wacky communities already. So it's like, if you're able to find these sorts of people, then it means your law of attraction, your power of being able to manifest weird, wonderful people into your life is actually really strong. It just still needs a tiny bit of fine tuning, because there's like, it's not that you're attracting in the wrong sorts of people. It's just that you know, like moths come to the light, and it's about discernment and being able to see. And it's like spirit. Whenever there's someone, for me, I don't know if this is the same for you, but whenever someone comes into my life who is a bit risky and maybe I shouldn't spend so much time with them for whatever reason, there's normally a warning quite early on for me, like either something they're wearing, or even like the shampoo that is the smell of the shampoo coming off their hair reminds you of your ex's shampoo, or something like that. You know, there's something there that is just to be taken note of. Like, spirit will give you a heads up, is what I'm trying to say. Spirit will give you a heads up, and therefore your wealth shall not be plundered. Anything else for the anything else for the sort of general vibe of this energy? How we can work through this spirit or works? Yeah, okay. This is cool. This is what I want to see, especially after like free. This is free of discs. Like, especially after being so like stigmatized. Oh my days. Marginalized. I'm hearing all sorts of like words, like really unpleasant sort of group sort of you know, feeling left out of a group. It does make sense that the free of discs would come out for your advice, because there really is that sort of that group mentality really needs to heal and shift in your own sense. And maybe that's with your own inner sort of archetypes as well, that it's like the more that you hang around people who are clashing and stuff like that, the more that it almost makes your own inner, you know, the inner parents, the inner child, the inner like grandmothers, all the inners are starting to clash around, you know, and create this sense of chaos that can lead to internal and external destruction if not held accountable for what's going on. Wow. Jeez. I just feel like making funny noises. This reading's intense. But I'm here for it. I'm here with you guys. I'm so sorry. Whatever's gone on, it's not cool. But I feel like because of the fact you know what you want, you are going to find a way. Like, that's very powerful. As soon as you know what you want, that's intention setting right there. You know where you're going. You know what path you're on. It's just the things that are on that path as well, you can't quite. And the things that are on the path as well, it seems like are don't seem like, they may at first seem related to the destination, but then it's like they take you on a massive tangent, and it's like, whoa, I need to get back to the path. So I think this is kind of this seems like some sort of quite deep, like, this sounds like some Odyssey stuff going on here. Not that I haven't even watched or read the Odyssey, but it sounds like a sort of a hero's journey, and there's like these sorts of like funny energies on the sidelines who are trying to kind of drag you off into into the sea or something. So it's just about listening to that and knowing kind of how it works down here on planet Earth, and how, especially when you're getting close to culminating and getting close to like climaxing with something really important in your life, so many distractions, so many things will come and try and just test you, see whether you're really ready for the reward that Saturn has prepared for you. Like, because it's like Jupiter is coming here to expand your energy, I'm feeling, but then the expansion is also, we're in Leo right now, signs in Leo is also exposing so much about your life and also about the others around you, so that expansion is almost coming in a way that is like obliterated, like a nuclear, I'm hearing an atom bomb, like it's coming out like that, it's obliterating everything and the old order in its sight, so like, gosh darn, man, that's crazy energy. But luckily this purge is like, I'm hearing is bringing about a soft and cozy autumn. So it's like we go out and have this adventure in summer so that we can bring back our reward, the gifts of that adventure, the emeralds, the jewels, that we found in this in the craziest places, back to our dwelling, and then we can go within and become that sort of, embrace that winter energy when winter comes and become wintry and creative and sort of kind of luscious. I don't know whether anyone's described winter as luscious, but your winter's going to be hella luscious, I reckon. So let's get a challenge. Let's get a challenge for this, because it feels like you're on the path to, it feels like everything's fine, it feels like you're on the path, you have understood that there's an issue here, there's people around who are doing this, that and whatever, to you, and there's kind of like this strange energy that's trying to pull you off your path, but virtue, but ultimately you are being virtuous, and because you know yourself, you know your heart, you've got that all figured out within you, so you can walk with the Three of Wands energy and have that sight. It's just about being able to keep that sight, that vision, of the end goal, and also knowing that it's not about the end goal as much as about the journey there. That's what's going to truly provide you with the deepest insights. Can I get one more for this challenge, because that just feels more like your energy rather than what's actually challenging you, although we did go over a bit of, I feel like we've gone over it quite deeply, but I feel like I really want to get my nails into what this challenge is, because I really want to help you guys. Like, this is kind of, it's not nice. What's this? Okay, Two of Swords. Yeah, there is again, like with these sort of energies trying to pull you off your path, there's this cloudy mentality that can make the Two of Swords a really quite a scary energy to have to work with, because you have to make blind judgments and decisions, on which way to go, and I feel like even sometimes you guys might even question your own sanity, because you have this feeling, like it's such a strong feeling, like you don't want to be in this place, or these people are not who you want to vibe with, but you've got very it's like you don't necessarily have all the reasons why, but it's about being able to trust that and know that you're not crazy, and know that this is just your inner child, you're the part of you that doesn't feel safe in this surroundings and can feel the energy before it even culminates into something nasty, telling you like, "Oh, get the hell out of Dodge right now, because this is no good. This is no good for you. This is no good for your soul. This energy." Yeah. Okay. One more card, please. Ace of Discs. Yeah. Focus on the Ace of Discs. Like this. It's so important to ground during these sorts of times. Like, if you find yourself in a situation that you're not comfortable in, but you are not immediately sure what the next action is, I would just say take a step out and go and ground in the park, go and ground in some sort of space within nature, and then take action from that place rather than actually trying to take action around these people, around this thing, because it may try and influence you, and you're not in, and you may be in a slightly more, you may be more prone to being influenced due to the fact that your intuition has been slightly compromised by this energy. But that compromisation, in a sense, is that warning, is that warning, you know. And it's just the fact that as soon as you don't listen to that warning, or try and fight that warning, that's when the intuition gets compromised, and that's when the Two of Swords becomes quite a scary card, quite a scary thing to work with, because not only are you blindsided, but you've discarded your intuition, and therefore it's like you only have rational reason to dictate your next decision, which, if you're anyone like me, is not very good, because it's like rationally things can seem very different to what they actually are. Cool. Right, I really feel like we've got quite deep into this energy now, so that's good. I'm going to ask if there's anything else that you guys need to know, and then I'm going to close the reading, basically, because we're getting on now. Science and swiftness. Science and swiftness. So I mean, Six of Swords is the science card. Oh my days, that's way too many, Spirit. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, we've got Six of Swords, Eight of Wands, and then we've got Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's Spirit does kind of want you to just get quicker at being able to exit out of these these situations. But it's like this is why these sorts of distractions, these sorts of things are coming through in the first place, because Spirit wants you to get better. This is a school, you know. We live in, or if we want to treat it that way, we live in a college, we live in a school or university, where each time something happens, as much as it hurts and we need to cry and we need to do all the feelings and all that kind of thing, it's a lesson, and we move on. And each time that happens, like I said earlier, we get quicker, the distractions take less, bring us down less, you know. And yeah, ultimately it is a science, you know. So many things are a science, and this is a science too. The science of communication, the science of being a social creature, like is something that we all have to learn on this planet. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you so much for watching this. And I'm sorry, this sounds like I'm here with you. It just sounds like a bit of a mind-boggling situation that has taken place. So I'm with you, and you know, Spirit's with you. We love you very much, and yeah, see you soon. Bye-bye.